thank you very much for being here. I'm here with my building commissioner, Commissioner Steve Desolette, Echo Dev Division representatives, and Mr. Merkin from Associated Records. This is the old Cohen Brothers property, the old Buddy Roy's property. It's been in disastrous conditions for years and years. And the city would take an aggressive approach to get rid of these derelict properties. We've spent about $183,000 to improve this property. We're moving to phase 2. What has hindered this property has been the environmental cleanup that has continued forward. Again, it's a tax title property, and the business district and the residents of this area do not need to look at this eyesore. So we want to continue to attack and blighted derelict properties across the city, and we want to get it moved and cleaned up and get it back on the tax rolls and get it back out there for requests for proposals. But long neglected property for many years, and my administration, working with everyone involved here, will continue to hammer away at these derelict buildings. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Building Commissioner Steve Desolette for some comments. Mr. Desolette.
Good afternoon. This is just another step, like the mayor says, in our citywide effort to rid the city of blight. A lot of these properties, like this one here, were just a blight on this area in the neighborhood for years and years. You know, it's been a long time coming. A lot of efforts from all our departments involved, and it's from the tax title taking to our code enforcement, being diligent on these for years, to the point where other departments, King and Guadagnino, working to move forward now where we are in the demolition process to get this down to a clean site. Eventually, hopefully, to get this down to a clean site where we can put this out, get new businesses in town. Industrial property like this is very desirable, which means in the long run to get this back on the tax rolls, jobs in this area with new industrial businesses that may be looking for a property like this. I know we have a rail spur, great location, so this is a no-brainer to keep moving along and investing in this city. Part of this process, even if you look in the area, we blacktop the street down on Bay Street, that's all connected to this area. We got a lot going on in this area. With code enforcement, blacktop the streets, all for this neighborhood.
Thank you, Steve. Yeah. My academic.
Yeah, we've had a couple of businesses that we pointed out for RP in the past who were interested in this property, but because they were unaware of all the cleanup that was needed, or the phase 2, or any type of cleanup that was needed, they were afraid to invest in this property. With this right here being knocked down, and us being able to do a couple of phase 1s, we can market this property effectively, especially with the rail spur being right here.
A lot of the ones that we've been covering, the blighted properties, have been homes or multifamily homes and neighborhoods. This is a different type of area, different type of building. Can you compare what doing it for this building, for this area, compared to doing it for one of the homes that we've been seeing
first of all, the property has been an eyesore and a difficult property for this area of the city for many years, well before our time, and we were obviously in litigation on this, and eventually we had a tax title on it. But I think Commissioner Desolette hit it right on the head, and Rich Griffin and the rest of Echo Dev. It is in a very good industrial art business sector, high traffic area, plus you have the rail spur here. So this is an advantageous, and if you start to package this together with other properties here, this becomes a very attractive property once the environmental cleanup is done. A lot of developers have looked at it and are always leery of environmental cleanup. So we'll continue to invest in this property, and we'll continue to go after brownfield grants and get it cleaned up. But the